Welcome to another episode of the Minority Voice. I'm your host, Jeff Vega. And if you could, please support the different social media channels, YouTube and Rumble. Today, going to do something a little different and I'm going to do a little segment on, believe it or not, how dumb some people are. And David, do you know some dumb people?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to introduce you to a few more. If you couldn't write this better. So, first one, Dave, why don't you play this video of this psychiatrist? Her name is Aruna Kilana. Now, I probably butchered her name, but Dave, go ahead and play this.
I had fantasies of unloading a revolver into the head of any white person that got in my way, burying their body, and wiping my bloody hands as I walked away relatively guiltless. With a bounce in my step, like I did the world a favor. White people are out of their minds, and they had been for a long time. We are asking a demented, violent predator who thinks that they're a saint or a superhero to accept responsibility. It ain't gonna happen. They have 5 holes in their brain.
Okay, folks. Did you listen to that? This lady wants to shoot white people. Now, if that ain't batshit crazy, nothing is. And how this lady still has a job is beyond belief. And what's amazing too is now she is saying that she was misquoted. Now, how do you fantasize on shooting white people and be misquoted? You know, I'm amazed. Okay. So, but, you know, when you look at our universities and our school educational system, you know, as long as you're not a conservative, you can say whatever you want. Do you remember when Red Man Bad said he could probably shoot somebody and get away with it? Well, this lady just come out and said the same thing, and guess what? She's going to get away with it. The next one I want to touch on is, and you got to love it. I'm going to go back to our friend from Black Lives Matters, Patrice Cullors. Okay, you know, they pull the biggest scam, you know, not only in America, but the BLM, they're worldwide. And, you know, they raised over, what was it, $90 million last year. And they said that less than 6% went to local chapters and to help out. Well, you know, and one of the founders, Patrice, you know, she is a vowed Marxist. She makes no bones about it. And if you know Marxists, they believe, you know, a collective and nobody should own their own property and that. Well, you know, it was discovered that she owns 4 properties worth over $4 million. And in one of the properties that she owns, well, which is worth like $1.4 million, she decides that she needs security and privacy. So she's put up a wooden fence all around her property, spend in excess of $35,000 to, in essence, to build a wall around her house. Now, folks, can you believe that? I mean, here's the one who's advocating open borders too, but yet, hey, I need protection. I need a security around my house. And it's interesting to note too that, you know, people are starting to wake up in the black community and realizing that when they say Black Lives Matter, what they really mean is their Black Lives Matter. And, well, I don't know if you remember Michael Brown, you know, that saint of a guy who was killed The same guy who put a gun to a woman's belly, a pregnant woman, excuse me, yet, he was this saint, and he was unjustly, killed by a police officer. Make no bones about that, but believe me, Michael Brown was no saint, but I digress. Well, his father has decided that he needs to get involved with these Black Lives Matter is because of the fact that, they realize the organization's a scam. So he's joined the chapter, and he's calling them out, which is good. So, but, when you look at it, it's what's really funny is now Patricia's gone. She got out of Dodge. She got her payday, and now she's gone, and she's leaving it for someone else to handle. But you know what? I couldn't make this up, how stupid it is. And the third one I want to touch on, and I'm going to do an episode on this, and it's all I can do to not just really explode on this whole COVID thing and how we've been scammed. But I don't think there are still a lot of people who are not ready to handle reality on this whole scam. And I'm not saying COVID wasn't real. COVID was real. It was a virus. It was real. But over at the G7, now, David, I want you to put some of these photos up on what's going on over there. Biden's over there, and hopefully he does a good job. But, you're seeing photos now. Oh, they're doing the social distancing. You see the one photo there. They're standing there. They're all social distanced away from each other. And then now sitting there, they're all doing what they're supposed to in front of the cameras, doing all the posturing. But now look at this video here, Dave. Show the video of Biden here. And he's social distancing there. And no, they're not. Behind the scenes, they're not social distancing. Show some other of these photos, Dave's, too. So you see the president there, and they're walking, and they're gathered in the garden. None of these people are adhering to any social distancing, no mask or anything. Yet, they're still advocating that. And as I said, I don't want to get too deep into this because it pisses me off to no end on what they did and what they did to people and allowed that. But I just want to show you the hypocrisy and as I said, man, I couldn't have wrote this script any better on what they did. So until next time, Joshua 24:15.